He's from
got the
our
officer.
land!
Hell yeah, I got their officer.
Drive them off our mountain, gentlemen! I'm sorry,
I just killed their officer. Hell yeah, boys.
Here we are with an estimated 290 player historical rules event. Our first round today is going to be the Garland stand, followed up by the Wagon Road. Here are the regiments playing on the Union side today, and alternatively here are the regiments playing on the Confederate side. Something to note, the 17th Michigan bounced over from CSA to Union, so appreciate their help with that. And with all of that out of the way, the actual server population right now is 298, almost 300. CSA right now up by 10 on the Union side. In terms of artillery, each side has the option. CSA taking 11, Union not taking any. Actually, yeah, Union does have artillery on this map. I double-checked myself for a second. But yeah, with that in mind, the infantry imbalance is one in favor of the Union side. Frontline reporters for today. Union side, you have Cloud from the Army of Northern Virginia. And then on the CSA side, you have Jam from Colquitt's Brigade. Appreciate these guys so we can see what's going on the ground while also seeing what is going on in the sky. And if you're playing in this match, send me a link to your POV, and we can place that in the pinned comment of the video. So the Garland stand was about a 14% advantage to the attacking Union side. However, now almost going on 3 months. I thought it was a month and a half, 2 months ago the other night. Then I checked when they actually did the changes. It's almost been 3 months since they've done the ticket balance changes, which is insane. Time flies, doesn't it? But beforehand, it was about a 14% advantage to the attacking Union side. Now, the developers have given the Union side a buff. Thank goodness, they needed it badly. And now the Union has about a 32% ticket advantage. So it's about a, if I'm doing my math right, 18% addition to the Union side in terms of tickets, which, again, they desperately need it badly. Union attack, they have the 30th Ohio with the option of the Springfield 61 and the Springfield 55, and they also have the 12th Ohio with the option of the Lorenz and the Springfield 61. Meanwhile, the CSA defense is very overpowered. They have a very strong defensive position. You have the point in the center of the map following the roadside where CSA can use a stone wall to defend it well, but following this stone wall on the CSA right side, you got a half stone wall, which CSA battery position is located in the center. CSA, though, likes to hold this right side, and the advantage with the CSA side is that of the weapons they have. They have the 13th and the 20th North Carolina. Both of those regiments have the option of the Enfield, the Springfield 55, but more importantly, the Springfield 42. So, essentially, the Union side has to push through woods onto a stone wall at certain points to a defending force that has shotguns. And Union got destroyed on this map. And then in the first ticket balance changes that the devs did a long time ago, they gave more tickets to the CSA side, which is very confusing. But it's good to see that they're working on the game and at least updating the maps, you know? Because, you know, at least some updates in the right direction, or even if they're overly corrected, you know, is better than nothing at all. So we'll see how it goes with the ticket balance change in mind. This event, no Steam chat for the officers, so if they want to communicate with each other, they have to talk to each other in game. Alternatively, no sprinting until the 30-minute mark, and if they do charge, you'll notice they have no bayonets, because no bayonets until someone hits that next morale stage of engaged. CSA defensive line, they got the British regulars here with the conscripted Virginia Army, Texas Guards trying to roll a caisson further down the hill. Fighting them in the open field is the 12th Virginia right now. Some Shenandoah regulars mixed in, and 13th Georgia as well. So that's kind of what's happening on this side of the field. Usually Union will sometimes like to send guys around through the cornfield, which is slightly out of bounds for them. Mostly out of bounds, I should say. Slightly inbounds. And they'll try to take the CSA left side, which is why CSA had groups there. But they're now shifting towards the center as the Union really start to face and push towards the CSA right side, which is what you historically see. Although, shifting from the CSA center to left, you got Colquitt's Brigade to assist on that front. By the artillery right now, looks like you got the 2nd United States Cavalry, with Jenkins Brigade using the caissons as cover. You got the French of 2 Corps kind of behind here with the Texas Guards Infantry. And then holding down the extreme right side, looks like you got the Italians of 2 Corps, Hampton's Legion. Looks about it. So they're keeping the shootout going. Zooming in here. Looks like it's split between if people are taking the Springfield 42s or the rifles. It's a mix. Meanwhile, on the Union side, they've pushed across the road here. Already overshooting there, but you got the Army of Northern Virginia mixed in with 11 Mississippi. some 88th New York in there as well. Behind them, you've got Serpent's Brigade, 51st New York. Same thing. You also got 6th New York behind as well. Further behind, you got the Lee's French Legion, some 12th Virginia here as well, maybe shifting from that kind of center side of the map in the rocks back to the left side, with completing this line being Kentucky Outlaws and Midwest Brigade in the center. You can see the Union groups, looks like they pushed off the center side here. And what? Okay, I was watching Log Cabin last night, which is the Conquest game mode for this map, and this same guy was here yesterday. Like this. Why is he here? It must be a sign for a future update. Who knows? We never know. Nonetheless, shootouts kind of continues. This is what you normally expect with these type of events. When I say these type of events, I really just mean this event, because this is probably the event that I watch anyways that has the most amount of rules. It is the historical rules event. That's what they want. You know, the game's meta over the time has really been forcing teams to charge, and charge a lot. But the historical rules event wants to make it more what it was historically, which is a lot more shooting out than charging.
Take aim, same spot, same place. Rise up.
Rise up!
Right there, gents. Aim a little high, steady.
Aim high!
Fire! Load, nice, take a drop.
So, yeah, this event, they want to encourage the shootout. What it was more historically, Civil War wasn't just all charges nonstop every day, which is, again, what this game encourages. So that's why they try to do it. The downside, though, for the attacking side is that it really restricts them on time. I mean, attackers can win a shootout. Right now, Union is slightly losing the shootout. But regardless, imagine if Union, you know, actually, Union's up a little bit on tickets. I just looked at that the completely wrong way. But even though Union's up, they're not dealing a sufficient ticket loss to the CSA side based on the amount of time we have, right? They've dealt a fourth of a morale stage. They moved out at the 42-minute mark, so in 7 minutes they deal a fourth of a stage. So what, 28 minutes to knock them down a whole morale stage? You don't have enough time.
And fun.
So Texas Guards hitting some nice volleys there. So they can offset that by obviously charge a lot. They can still charge even though they can't sprint, but obviously not being able to sprint creates huge downsides for the attacker. You know, gives more time for the defenders to respond, finish a reload. The bayonets rule hurts both sides and helps both sides the same amount.
Yes, right here.
But you can see this Union left side's kind of backed off here. Again, slightly winning on the ticket battle, but oh, that guy just got hit by Buck. It used to be the shotgun, right? The Spring 42 would shoot a main ball shot, if that is, and like 2 or 3 buck shots with it, and all of them killed regardless at what distance. And then the devs changed to where the bucks balls, the tiny things, they wouldn't kill past 39 yards. They would always wound, which in my opinion, it's still, you know, nicer to wound someone. Like, even though it's definitely nerfed to the Springfield 42, it's still nice to at least wound someone, because that means they're going to be one stab, or if another buck hits them, then it kills them. So it's still nerfed though, especially at longer distances. It's a shotgun, it spreads like crazy. It's going to be more difficult to hit a longer shot. Possible, but a lot more difficult. So difficult that most people will opt to take the rifles at long distances, which would make sense.
You can only do too much. There we are.
On peut lancer un pari, hein.
Flying is a special talent.
Oh, c'est ça. Ils ont.
I understood what they say. They should have, you know, that should be the next update, a War of Light voice translator. Translate it live.
Right.
Kids 13. Remember, dress right on Barnes.
So we're about 2.5 minutes until at least the sprinting's a go. And you gotta think the Union side's gonna go in. Because that's really the way this game is gonna go, is how the charges go. I mean, it... Nice little ride there from 20th Georgia. AGL's with them as well. The Alabama German Legion. I always instinctively want to say the American German Legion, which have that make sense. I guess it does, and doesn't at the same time. But the charges are where this game is going to be decided one way or another. Just because I don't know if Union can outright win charges against when the if CSA is spawning in with the 42s consistently, those shotguns are going to work wonder in the charge, assuming they can get those shots off, which they probably should. The Union's going to be charging at them through. I mean, it's a woods, but CSA will be in cover Union not pushing it. So even if Union doesn't win the charges, which I don't expect them to, they could, but don't expect them to just because of the disadvantage in weaponry, can the Union deal enough of a ticket loss to the CSA side? That's, I think, the more important question out of all of this. If they can, that's huge for Union. Because again, Union's never won this map. Historically, this map has been so lopsided in CSA's favor. I mean, at least covering this for at least half a year, CSA side has won this map and it hasn't even been close. Which, I've looked at this before. But, oh, they're charging in 30 seconds. Let's see if I can look at this quickly. Garland stand. You know what's crazy too, is on the dev math, the data of the matches, 28 times this map was played. CSA only won 18 times, Union won 10. Which is crazy. Just because every single time I've watched this map in events, the CSA side is dominated, which makes me think a lot of these matches were in pubs. Because if you just need competent play for CSA to do well on this map, at least pre-ticket change. But 30 minutes has been hit. Sprinting is now live. And Union's going to push the pace. I like it. Will it work, though? That's going to be the question. The time is now. How much Union is charging? Some are, some aren't. Some are trying to shift over to, I think, help. A little trickled, which will help CSA, but here they come. That is not allowed. So Union's taking the rocks. CSA reinforcements from the centers moving over, trying to make it more of a shootout here than trying to charge the Union out. Both sides lose about a fourth of a stage there, maybe a little more. Is Union going to keep going here? Some are, some aren't. Union flags pushed forward.
Independent fire at the line in front of you.
Aim for their decks.
Zombies are coming.
Union historically cannot get a foothold on this side of the road that's there for a very long time. I mean, if CSA counter pushes, historically CSA's won that.
Hey, you saw, watch your left. Might not want to.
But for now, CSA side, again, they're keeping this a shootout, which is giving Union an opportunity to form up on this right side. Now, briefly zooming out here. Looks like not a whole lot of Union are trying to move out of main. You do have some Union guys over here shooting it out with a couple CSA there, but at least down below, nearly the whole Union team is just trying to spawn flags on this side.
Use the fucking rack, boy. Okay, over here, get your loads.
This guy's aiming to team kill someone. Just shoot the guy. Shoot him right there. Aww. Oh, he even has load. I have not done that before. That is a joke. That's how you can come off.
Extended the border like 10 feet west. God damn it.
TKO, shift right, on decoy.
Prepare for bayonets.
Ow, bucking ball.
Prepare for bayonet.
Yeah, bucket ball, careful.
So, very closely, someone's going to hit engage. You can hear him down there talking about getting bayonets ready. Now, the question is, will Union push the pace? Because time is still very much in the favor of the CSA team,
Down the front right now.
even though they've lost a little bit of ground.
It's gonna be a lot late
So,
than
I mean,
15 here.
it's a little acceptable for CSA to do this. And again, the shootout is close, which should help CSA if they're using the 42s, which it looks like they are, although the British regulars are backing off right now with the flag. Texas Guards still holding up. Those Colquitts have a flag, so right now you got 2 CSA flags versus 3 Union flags over here. The British regulars fell back with one of these flags. I can assume one of them's already over here. Sorry, I assume there was a 4th CSA flag over here, although all 4 CSA flags might have been on the other side of the map. That is an artillery shot. Just overshot. Alright, I was wrong. I guess there's 3 CSA flags over here. This is the 4th. I just can't find one. But both sides hit engage. Bayonets live for everyone now.
Allez, on bifurque, messieurs. Bifurquez, bifurquez.
Keep firing, Vince. Keep firing. Court it.
Okay, contournez le rocher.
Reform on the new line. Double rank. We need to be in a double rank. Finish your kits while you're here. Checks when ready. HL, let's go.
Checks when loaded. You ordered them.
Wonder if they're gonna try and charge it or not. I mean, right now, what? 2 core French on the outside just shooting it out and come back in.
HL, right face. Center star. Southwest. HL, southwest. Let's go.
So it looks like CSA is just trying to bait the Union into continuing to charge here. CSA is not going to charge themselves. 12th Virginia, Kentucky Outlaws kind of push forward on the sign here with 6 Arkansas at. Trying to use the half stone wall to their advantage. And it looks like the British regulars down here keeping the shootout. Now, they are on point, which is really good, because if they weren't on point, they being the CSA, I would tell Kentucky Outlaws here to go up onto the point and try to capture it to stop the timer to give the Union time, or Union team more time. Because again, that's the issue for the Union side. 20 minutes into the round technically, and the fact that both sides have lost only a morale stage is not good. Army of Northern Virginia shifting down here as well. Hood's division looks like they got an officer here as well. 13th Georgia as well. I mean, Union's got to go down a little. I mean, we could see up here that they would outnumber CSA, but Union team would spread themselves out pretty far right now, which could be a concern.
Yeah, make him regret having that.
Guys, light them up.
You guys are in the fire, HD.
Tickets.
And it looks like Army of Northern Virginia, they shift over, and they're capping point right now. They're on basically the edge of it, which is exactly what I want to see from Union here. Really good job. I mean, the British regulars looks like they backed off a little bit, which lets Union only keep a couple guys on the point. If you're the CSA team, you cannot let the Union early cap this. Because, I mean, they can afford it, but it'd be much better for them to keep that black timer ticking down, because Union early cap stops that timer. Again, this is very much like most historical rules event matches. It comes down to time. And you're going to give the Union time by letting them do this. Someone from CSA's got to move up to the point. I mean, you do got the conscripted Virginian Army down here. They're closest to, and I don't know if they're on point. It looks like it's just a natural decay right now. Someone's charging. Ah, here we go.
Hell yeah, I got their officer.
Drive them off our mountain, gentlemen! I'm sorry.
I just killed their officer. Hell yeah, boys.
So pretty sweeping charge from the CSA side. Union lose a flag. Union is on point capping right now.
Stay on your star, HL.
Now, if the CSA lose this point, it's not the worst thing in the world, as long as they try to retake it quickly, but it looks like they're shifting this way, trying to prevent Union from capping.
point. CQB sprint to point. Come on, meet
Stay on your stuff.
Let's go, let's go.
He's watching.
Just
We're watching
charge
the
him off the
fire.
point, everybody. Let's go. Let's go.
Charge, CQB. Let's go.
Let's just armor the fucking wall.
Step off and load, step off and load.
And load.
Up and over, just charge him out. Just kill these guys. Just kill them. Go.
Up and over.
Let's get this flag. Wipe this flag. Wipe this flag.
Like your mind.
Keep the flag down. Keep the flag down and stab these losers.
Hey, Joe, get in there. Let's go.
Die, rebel.
Push him all the way.
Thanks for dying, buddy.
They're still not right at it.
Fuck you, Yankee. Fuck you, Yankee.
They're right at it, they're right.
Who thinks that's a real guy, not just an entity?
He's trying to stab the invisible guy. No, don't stab him. Aww.
Alright, gentlemen, save yourselves.
Oh.
Save the tickets.
Aww.
Counter-charge, go! Get that flag out of there!
Alright, counter charge.
Fucking ball is not real.
So good charge there from the CSC side. Colquitt's Brigade, Hampton's Legion, 2nd US Cav, maybe some more involved as well. And Union will recover all of their down flags at least. Good on them.
We're naturally hold. They're out of fucking ball right.
I want to see if someone tries to shoot this man. It looks like they're trying to shoot the guy.
Oh, shoot, the typos, guys. He's just standing there.
Bail's on.
He's not real, he's fake.
Alright, Gene, they're pretty much over here down this wall. Our guys.
CQB about face, fall back at the spread. Get out of here.
Hey, I'm stuck on you. Let's go.
Empty, Firestar.
This game is really picked up.
Get to the right on the stone wall to the right of Gene. On the stone wall.
So both sides are setting. That T-pose guy is hilarious. So, all things considered, the tickets are fairly even, slightly favoring towards the CSA side right now, which is a lot better than what it has been historically for Union side. So, you know, Union, you're in a fine place, but the time is still a concern. The time. Union has to attack, they have to get aggressive, and they have to push again. Now, obviously, Union team lost the charge. They have to form up. It's going to take a minute or two for them to figure out what they want to do.
Cutting the grass level.
Which, I mean, time will tell what they're going to do.
Which way did I say the foul side was? I think it was right side, wasn't it?
It should be right side.
So, for now, at least, Union team is spreading out.
They're in the corner, independent fire in the corner, northwest. Cut the grass.
Alright. Say again, you cut.
He said cut grass.
Hey, HD, where are you?
Stick to the corner, AMV.
Oh,
Stick
hi,
to the
Mark.
line, boys.
What do we want to plan our next assault?
Alright, HD over here. HD over here.
Yeah, hold fire.
What the heck?
Have to go after him. Hold your fire.
Hey, we gotta move into their
We got Jenkins Brigade's back there shooting it out.
Right, we need one message.
Check the 12th be alright. Surely someone's talking. I mean, I heard decoys asking when the next assault is.
HD right here.
Surely someone's yapping.
Reg died, oh my gosh, no, my boy.
sounds good to me.
We must vindicate and get revenge for French toast.
Point at 15. Got it.
Yeah, we want to try to stop the
Roger that. We're gonna come with you. Roger that.
Where are we going, Cloud? Where are we pushing?
Where are they going?
Point at 15.
Up the fire, boys. We move it up.
All right, 2:15 minutes. I was gonna say 2:15 minutes, guys. 215 minutes until the attack begins. Now, 2 minutes and now 5 seconds. And that's the thing to consider too, right? It takes time for communication to happen.
Get up.
Hey, 15 flat. 15 flat.
And so they're just ensuring they can have a communication.
You'll be alright.
Now, we'll see how aggressive they want to push it. Union should just go. They can't just go and stop like they did initially or in the recent charge, which again, it worked fine, right? Trying to take the rocks over there, did them well.
Over here is another piece.
They are missing everything. First, let's see what's their hat.
I mean, they were able to take the ground, but I think, especially at this, obviously you need to get more and more CSA tickets down, which means you need to keep charging nonstop. There's that. But also as well, right, if you look at the CSA line just from a zoomed out view, they're kind of spread out across almost the, well, I'm going to say length or width. I don't know which one makes more sense. But regardless, CSA is decently spread out, understandably, right? When the defenders push out the attackers, they're going to reset to their original defensive positions most of the time, just because it's like the beginning of the battle. The attackers are respawning in, re-pushing up. You don't know where the attackers are going to go. So if you're the Union team, right, you need to charge through one again, just to be able to keep wiping down CSA tickets. But also as well, right, when the Union team pushed up here on the left side and they got the rocks, it was a great charge. They won it. They took a foothold. Phenomenal for them. The thing is, though, is they sat, which allowed the CSA defense to kind of all start shifting this way. It takes a little time to do so, but all shift there and eventually get into a spot where they can counter the Union decently well. And if you're Union side and you just keep hitting and hitting and hitting the CSA, it doesn't give CSA a chance to all form up where they want to around you. Now, will it work? I don't know. But it's kind of like you almost got to do it at this point.
CSA, a bunch of CSA up to the west.
14 seconds.
Northwest, so they're gonna try to hit us from the left. But I mean, if we're just going on anyway, so.
Red, or just stand there in the open.
No, I don't want to hold your hand. I know you didn't watch it.
Listen up. Right. Pilot, follow pilot.
Down with the eagle!
Up for the club.
Load the cannon, guys. Load the cannon.
Careful to the left, careful to the left.
So pretty quick wipe by the Union side. They take the point. One CSA flag down. CSA looks like extreme right side's trying to run around the flank and get Union flags. So 3 of the Union flags that have pushed up here get thrown back, and that's all the Union flags for this push. So while a really good push for the Union side, great flank around, I didn't see by who. The French have 2 corps and some Colquist Brigade as well. Beautiful by them, and the rest of CSA is going to try to crunch down and wipe them.
Okay. What's up, friends?
And the Grouchy Goose and Mr. Magoo 420 will make it out. So will Toussaint.
I don't want them to loot my body and yours, Magoo.
Well, at least that didn't happen. So Union lose 3 flags. They should be retrievable. 5-minute despawn timers on those, though. And CSA's up by about 1/4 of a stage.
And really good on time.
Shoot him. Shoot the T-pose, guys. Shoot him.
Jack, did you fire that canister shot into them?
Oh, charge non-stop.
Yeah, we did.
You fucking raped them, man.
Yeah. Dude, they got fucked.
Damn, I missed it.
CQB over here to your
What
star,
happens?
gentlemen, right here. On
Shoot
this
the
line.
T-pose guy. Shoot him. Shoot the T-pose guy. Hit him, hit him, hit him.
Get on the line, gentlemen.
I want my baby back ribs.
Once form Neil.
Shoot that officer on the right if you can. Shoot those colors, shoot those
Yeah,
flags.
shoot that officer.
You're an independent fighter, anything you see right in front.
Don't shoot Doug.
Hold fire. Recover
Oh,
arms.
and not died yet.
That is a Yankee right there.
That Yankee in the field is not real.
That's again,
it's not.
that's the
Oh.
T-posing guy that he's not real. Friendlies
Oh,
are
I
very
see him
buff
now.
on the far
I
right.
already shot him once.
He's like a little cryptid. He's just a little guy.
He is a demon. The Federals
It's a
are all
cryptid,
demons.
man. Just let him.
What kind of witchcraft is this?
He's a skinwalker, but he had a
Antichrist.
cornwall.
Wall is
Sounds
fucking
from their
stupid.
experts.
Jesus.
Yeah, the holographic Yankee is not real. We cannot hurt you.
They got the Division 2 decoys on
Give
us.
him
man.
hell, CQB. Give him hell.
Man, they are advanced. Are we really ready for this war?
Who's that guy on the right?
Yeah, but they can't shoot you that
What are
way.
you looking
What do you
at?
see in front of you?
And where can I obtain it?
It's a line on the fence, volume.
Let's get a head-eye view here. Did not like that.
Peeking on the left. Okay. CQB at the double click Fort March. Let's
So,
go.
some CSA pushing forward, trying to pop some shots on the Union that are advancing forward. I mean, you got the 2 Corps Italians, they're taking shots. Looks like Texas Guards doing the same. Looks like I saw a couple of guys drop there. Union charging.
Hey, Merry Christmas.
Kill these guys close. Come here. Butler, are you good?
On les attend. Piquez, piquez.
Raise the left, gentlemen. Hold. Get on
So
the
CSA growing that ticket lead right now.
independent fire, Johnson.
Holding that Union push.
Keep in mind, gents, they can't spawn. They have no flags.
That's a very good point, Doug. Union's still down 2 flags, so half the Union team, if a guy dies, he has to spawn main, which is, I think, another reason why CSA is playing a little aggressive here.
Take a few steps back. Let's get the line a bit.
10 minutes remain.
Far left this time instead of
Yeah,
going
that
for
enemy,
the corner.
that enemy left is close. HP focus forward.
Yeah, what the fuck?
Shoulder to shoulder, shoulder to shoulder.
Hey, left.
Yeah, I agree. Where did that come from? They just got shredded. I don't know where that get. Jeez. All right, I want to. Might have been the Artie shot. No, it wasn't. All right, I want to watch one of these Artie shots because they're letting canister go. You don't see this too often. They removed it on Burnside's Bridge and Railroad Crossing, which is very unfortunate.
Beautiful shots east. 3 clicks east.
What are they waiting on? Ammo. We'll check back in a moment. We'll be right back with your regularly scheduled program.
Imaginary clicking noises. That's not my name. Be careful. What? Right. Like an African tribe name.
Ugandan Knuckles. That's what they're doing over here. Man, those were the videos back in high school. Yay, ages ago. Ugandan Knuckles, you do not know the way. Spit on him, they do not know the way. The Buddhas, they do not know the way. Alright, let it. Oh, are they gonna fire? Are they waiting? Ring around the Artie. Oh man, they're still aiming.
Okay.
Hey, I want to leave this unit and go shoot. Can I do that?
No. You will be shot.
Maintain your current orders, HL. Independent fire to the east.
Relation and duty.
Oh, he's gonna fire. I think. Oh, come on! You gotta be kidding me. Why do you think artillery is a waste of manpower, they say? Wow. Oh, man. Dang it. British Strike was getting along there. So, yeah, Union's got to push the pace eventually. I mean, they can hit CSA down to breaking 3/4 of a stage. To get him down there in 7 minutes, try to win a charge on point. Union hasn't been able to outright win a full team charge yet. I have the team charge word specifically for a reason. But Union's slowly pushing up around the CSA right side. And, I mean, the tickets, right, it looks terrible for Union, and it is. Well, it's not as bad as it was before. So, obviously, the ticket balance change that the devs did by a little over doubling the Union tickets advantage on this map seems to have done some numbers, but you almost got to wonder if they're going to do it a little more in the next time. But then again, you never know. The only problem with, you know, again, I want to just preface that I'm very happy the devs are keeping track of the map data and using that to then make ticket balance changes. But the problem is that more often than not, a lot of these matches are going to be pub matches instead of private matches. And in private matches, that's where the best of the best play is. And so, I think you need to tailor to that. Because in War of Rights, you can strategize and lead with the 4 officers on each team. Now, obviously, that's during pubs. In regimental matches, you obviously have a lot more officers in time playing. But you need to tailor to the best play, because you shouldn't encourage strategies that are terrible, which is what you get in pubs some of the times. But we'll talk about that later. Union charging in. They gotta go.
Hold them back, hold them back.
Brace.
They're coming more, they're coming more.
They come more.
Keep going.
Go, Kilo.
Allez, bien joué. Derrière nous, au sud.
I don't know who to stand.
Oops, sorry if I scared you. Nice job.
Shit. Kill these rebels! Hey, you!
So, that was a weird charge. Everyone was everywhere at the same time. A little confusing. The lines don't really change, though. I guess CSA backs off a little bit. Union hit breaking. CSA close to it.
Fight together.
Stand together, gents.
Fight together. Stop together.
Come on. Nice, good work. Amazing work.
Looks like CSA are charging into the woods. Again, I think either trying to take the ground or get Union flags down.
Reform, left and right, I mean, a pedophile. Let's go, left and right. Shoot the flag.
Independent boys. See him. Praise boys.
Oh, yeah. Fresh left, come on.
I'm so sorry, my friend.
Yeah, boy!
Oh my God, we held. Well done. Woo! All right, boys, let's get back. Back to the.
See the enemy assault.
Get back to point, HL.
Back to point. Head north. Good hold, boy.
So, Hampton's Legion holds off there. Well done there. We love Hampton's Legion. Played Counter-Strike with a couple of them a while back. Glorious times that was. A lot of losing, I think. I don't know. It was fun, that's all that matters. That's the problem is, I can't... At least, I'm terrible at those games. That's just because... you know, when I do play video games, if you want to call this playing video games... But, you know, it's a lot more slow pace. Starting to enjoy a lot more single player games, although I say that and I have a couple on my Steam in the library that I just am refusing to touch. Because I bought them because I'm like, they're really popular games, but it was more like, do I actually enjoy these type of games? So, you know, it is what it is. The problem was I bought like 3 or 4 single-player games at a time, too. And obviously, you got to complete one at a time. You're not going to go back and forth between each of them. At least that's how I don't do that.
Let's go. We're leaving.
And so, you know, you get super hyped for a game, you buy it, and then if you don't play it for months, that hype just kind of dies off, and it's hard to continue, or at least restart playing it. Oh, someday. Sometime. But nonetheless, Union has 2 minutes left. CSA is very close to breaking. So this next charge, they should hit him down to it. But Union has to win the point within the next 2 minutes to take the game. They'll have 1 charge left to do that. They'll hit CSA to breaking, but can they actually win the point? CSA spreading themselves out. Union, they're just going for Pickett's charge here, it looks like. They're just going to gun straight for it. I mean, some of the CSA's over here, but CSA's really spread out. This could work for Union's side right now. Texas Guards running away from the Union main push line. 6 New York turning up to who you got here? The French of Two Corps get some nice shots.
Here they come.
Onto the fly. Let's go hit you.
So kind of a hectic little commotion of a charge here. That really, it looks more like a draw.
I see that.
Maybe is there friendlies there? Are there friendlies there? Oh, you're good.
Let's see. They're capturing point now, but let's see if they're friendlies here.
Yeah, friendlies. Charging them.
A really good hold from C. That was just a hodgepodge of everyone was everywhere charging at once. That was very confusing. But in the end, CSA is going to hold that pretty dominantly. And, you know, it looks like the devs got to add a little more tickets to the Union side, I would argue. Because it's not like Union did anything abysmal, per se. So, yeah. Good round nonetheless. Good win for CSA's side. CSA did everything right. You know, they shifted where Union was shifting. And they held off charge as well. They pushed in together. Union, that when they were on point trying to early cap, that was a hair confusing because it looks like they went on it, then went off it, then went on it, went off it. CSA eventually charged them out, and Union wasn't able to get the early cap. But nonetheless, it is what it is. Garland still looks like it's a hard map despite the ticket balance change. And yeah, I mean, I don't really have much more to say than that. Outside of it was a really well-played match. I mean, again, though, right, I think part of it, too, is with this event, right, they start at 42, not 45, so that's 3 minutes lost for the attackers. Union didn't charge for the first 12 minutes of the game because they couldn't sprint. That's another part of it, too. So maybe things would have been a little differently, although the only reason why I pushed back against that is because Union was down a half morale stage of tickets by the end. If Union could have charged a lot sooner, both sides would have gone down a little more on tickets. Union would have hit final push, CSA half through breaking. Nonetheless, it is what it is. We'll see y'all shortly for round 2. And here we are with the start of our second round, the Wagon Road. The sides did switch, so Union last round, now CSA, and vice versa, with a total pop of 300. CSA right now up by 6 on the Union side. In terms of artillery, each side has the option. CSA taking 12. The Union side also taking 12. That makes my job easy with an infantry in balance resulting as 7 in favor of CSA side. So, you know, the same as before. And with that all being said, the Wagon Road originally was a 14% advantage to the attacking Union side roughly, and Union team got destroyed. The Union attack, they have the 12th National Guard with the option of the Springfield 55 and the Springfield 42. And they also have the 12th Ohio with the option of the Lorenz and the Springfield 61. Meanwhile, the CSA defense has the 6th Alabama with the option of the Enfield and the Lorenz, and the 6th Georgia with the option of the Enfield and the Springfield 55. So, even though the CSA defense does not have Springfield 42s, which I so very love, like the previous map. The difference also that makes this difficult for the Union team is you have the point in the center of the map here. Union team can try to push up the CSA right side, but the snake fence marks the out of bounds mark, so the Union side cannot cross it. Instead, they have to go through a wide open field, which can make it dangerous considering the CSA battery position is up here in the field, and they also have one further up here as well. Alternatively, on the opposite side of the map, Union can try to cross a wide open field here, but again, it's a wide open field. That's not easy. So the only place with some decent cover for the Union side is in the center of the map. And if the whole Union team tries to push through the center of the map, CSA can concentrate their fire from every direction, including the artillery, and pound the living crap out of the Union side pushing forward. Nonetheless, we'll see how it goes. Again, no sprinting until 30. No bayonets until someone hits engage. Nonetheless, it's not stopping Union on this side. Push the arty position.
Fast, 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 fast. Oh, black on leg it.
They get a couple arty shots off. Doesn't do much though. Not easy if you don't have canister loaded in there. That is the British regulars and 6 Arkansas pushing up. Some artillerymen for Union though going up there trying to take use of the guns. And so for now, they're getting in a shootout with the Army of Northern Virginia, who shifted on this side. 11 Mississippi pushing up this way as well. Looks like you have more Union reinforcements starting to move up here in Jenkins Brigade and the Texas Guards. So Union trying to pretty fastly get a holdout on the extreme right side of the CSA team, negate their artillery, and just try to get a foothold here.
Holy shit, I fucking blew that guy's head off.
And they're right on the edge of out of bounds. More CSAs shifting down this way. I mean, Shenandoah Regulars, Hood's Division, Serpent's Brigade, although these guys are the artillerymen. I mean, so far, Union's holding their ground. Union has one flag up here, it looks like. 2 flags. So I would assume the other 2 Union flags across the map here. You have some more CSA from the center of the map shooting upward towards the position there. Midwest Brigade and 12th Virginia. Meanwhile, while that shootout kind of commences here, in the center of the map for the CSA side, you got the Kentucky Outlaws, 88th New York, 6th New York Volunteers up furthest forward for the CSA team. 13th Georgia, 20th Georgia, Alabama German Legion, kind of using the concealment of the bushes there, with Lee's French Legion on the extreme CSA left. Alternatively, on the Union side, you got Hampton's Legion. You have 2 corps, French and Italians together, with 2nd U.S. Cav to their left side, and then Colquitt's Brigade shooting it out with the New York Volunteers in the center. So, Union team, I mean, they're so far working it. Tickets fairly even. I didn't mention the ticket balance change, but it went from 14% up to a 42% advantage to the attacking Union side. So that's a huge advantage. It's a 28% buff to the tickets of the attacking side. I'm sure they'll appreciate it because, as mentioned at the beginning, this map heavily lopsided in favor of the CSA defense. Now, I am noticing my game is periodically lagging, so I'll just have to restart my game quickly, and we will be right back. Apologies for that. And with that being said, we're so back. It's like we never left. And really, the only significant thing that happened in the past minute or so when I was resetting my game, it looks a lot smoother now zooming in, so apologies for that. Although, thankfully, not too much has happened outside of Union artillery is now pushing up a little more confidently. Hampton's Legion, 6 Arkansas Artillery starting to turn the CSA guns. The CSA right side kind of collapsing down into the center here. And you can see the result of those artillery positions that the Union now takes.
Hey, shoot the cannons! Shoot the cannons! Left! Look left! Look up on the hill, southeast!
And it's going to be very difficult for the CSA side to try to push the Union team out of this position. I mean, again, no Steam chat in this event, so trying to communicate and coordinate something is going to be difficult because you need a lot of the CSA team to push them out. But if you all push this way, Union on the opposite side can then advance, which, I mean, you already have some of the CSA, assuming New York Volunteers try to push up. I mean, they're getting great shots at the Hampton's Legion Infantry who's trying to loop around the map. But behind them, you got Union pushing out. This Colquitt's Brigade, they're pushing in.
Independent fire. Shoot these guys up. Shoot them up. Shoot them up. Shoot them up. Shoot them up. Right here. Right here. Shoot them up. Shoot them up. Shoot them up.
They're moving right, look! I see moving right!
Northwest.
I mean, New York Volunteers in a bit of a pickle here. At least they have the concealment of the bushes. And looks like they're going to try to just walk out of there like nothing happened. More in the center, though. You got 2 Corps charging out Midwest Brigade. Geez, I mean, I know there's a ticket balance change. Union has a huge ticket advantage on this map now, but beyond that, CSA is just kind of getting defeated right now, tickets aside. I mean, Union team is just kind of overwhelming and kind of pushing where they want, which you don't see too often on this map. I mean, CSA spread out and Union's kind of taking advantage. 20th Georgia, Alabama German Legion, 13th Georgia, trying to shift around, maybe get behind the Union team that's pushing from Union right to the left, which is understandable why the Union team is trying to get up to the top of this hill to reinforce this position. It is the high ground of the map. There's another already shot. Overshot, but the shell went through someone there. That's why you got the red mist.
Alright, Artie guys. Died on you and bled all over you. Yep. Artie guys, follow me, follow me.
So, I mean, like, you got 11 Mississippi and Hood's Division up here. CSA down half morale stage. I mean, it almost kind of makes sense, right? This feels a lot like Nicodemus Hill. Nicodemus Hill, Union has a huge ticket advantage, but they can't win ground. But the moment they win ground on the map, they do really well. What a volley there from Colquitt's Brigade. They just basically wiped the Kentucky Outlaws and Midwest Brigade. Palm Beach Pence, what a name that is. Inspector here. Last two alive here. Artie hits one. Palm Beach Pence, the last one alive. Wow. Gets knocked down. There he goes. So look at that. He gets shot down, but you got the Georgias. Looks like Kentucky Outlaws spawning with the Georgia regiments there as well. But yeah, Nicodemus Hill, right? CSA has a huge defensive line. I mean, on the CSA right side, there's a big stone wall that Union historically likes to charge a lot. It's very difficult to take because one, it is a stone wall. But on top of that as well, CSA half their team has shotguns. And then part of the CSA defense, on top of the shotguns, also has pistols with the Cav.
What the fuck is that CSA line over there doing?
Yeah, that's a good question. They're pushing forward now. But anyways, it's a very strong position. And Union team can throw bodies at it because they have like a 50% advantage in tickets on that map. And eventually, you know, Union will start losing the ticket battle a little bit just because it's such a hard position to take. They get wiped trying to take it. But once they actually take the stone wall, the battle completely turns in Union's favor because at that point they have such a huge ticket advantage on a lot more even ground, if not more advantageous to them since they've taken the stone wall position, that they just blow CSA out of the water. And you got to wonder if that is what this map is kind of as well, right? Because, he's already shot. Because historically, it's been very difficult for the Union team to push through the CSA defensive line on this map. And Union just kind of done it. And now that Union's done it, you know, they're slaughtering CSA up half morale stage. I mean, CSA and engaged, so bayonets are now equipable. And now sprinting is live because of the 30-minute mark. And I mean, Union essentially has control of the point, too. So you gotta wonder what the CSA side is gonna do. Now, if I'm the CSA team at this point, they're starting to back off more and more and more, and I think it's just because they're getting destroyed. Definitely a reason. But also as well, right, CSA can try to make this more of a game of time, right? If CSA just sits back in concealment or cover, they can hide and force this timer to keep moving down. Now, obviously, as a defender, you want to get that timer down to 0, but what you can do, right, is if the attackers... Nice foul from Hampton's Legion.
Let's go. Let's go. Checks win ready.
And you got another from 2 Corps Italians there. But anyways, right? If CSA keeps killing this time, right, Union's eventually going to have to either charge the CSA or alternatively, what will be better for the CSA is if Union early caps the point. Because if Union early caps the point, it stops the black timer. It will give Union more time to bring CSA tickets down. But if the CSA retakes the point while down tickets, which they are, they will regain and be even with Union again. Now, even if, you know, Union doesn't do that and Union decides to opt to charge the CSA side instead of early cap to give themselves more time or to bring CSA tickets down faster, it at least forces Union to leave this position. So CSA should just hang back right now, play this conservatively. You don't need to be over aggressive per se. If I were them, and you do got the French 2-core right now on point. Which if I'm Union, I don't early cap this yet. I wait a little longer to see if you can get their tickets down, but in the end, CSA's, you know, I think it's a good response from them. You either got to get your whole team to charge up here, which is obviously very impossible to do in an event like this. I mean, it's very much possible, but it is very difficult. So, Union will early cap, 2-core French, cap that. So, Black Timer stops. CSA needs to retake this as quickly as they can to keep the Black Timer moving, but they can also regain like a third to a half morale stage in tickets right now, which would be nice for them. Colquitt's Brigade, 2nd U.S. Cavalry, push up. Forces along the Mississippi back off. CSA in the woods here just need to pop up and push up. I mean, I will say too, right? I mean, 2-core French are on the point right now. If CSA does try to put their bodies on point here, Union can just shred them from the top of the hill. So, well, I guess we'll just kind of see how it plays out. This can play out in a lot of different ways. I mean, it always can. But Wagon Road, these drill camp maps, usually don't see a whole lot, especially this one. So, it'll just be fascinating to see how it's played out. CSA strategy, this should be, though, to just try and push this out and retake it as quickly as they can to keep that Black Timer going. At this point, if you're Union side, you should just try to hold it for the entire time. Or hold it as long as you can. Because everyone's still losing tickets during this. And if you can bring both sides down a significant amount of tickets, more importantly, if your side drops a significant amount of tickets during the counterattack, and that CSA is still down after the fact and regains up to where you're at, so that both sides are even, you know, it's a good thing. Because if both sides are coming out of this counterattack with, you know, at taking losses, that's huge for Union. Because both sides have been brought down to taking losses with the timer not moving down any amount. Anyways, Colquitt's Brigade, they charge out someone. Apologies for missing that.
How suppressed they got when we fired.
Hood's division looks like maybe one of them. That is a broken ankle right there.
Oh, did you get it?
Looks like 2-core French are charging it too.
Sorry.
I mean, CSA is putting themselves in a position to try to move up on point. Not there yet.
Hey, we gotta recap.
I love it. Union from the top of the hill starting to push down to hold it. Hampton's Legion in particular. The other 2-core groups moving in. But here comes CSA to move on this and try to retake point. You still got Colquitt's Brigade to deal with, though, so a bit of a crossfire here almost. That log is not a safe place as you would maybe think it would be. But Union, I love this from Union. They're throwing a lot of bodies on the point. Because again, if they lose this, they'll lose a bunch of tickets, which means CSA can't regain as high as they would want. But also, if they can hold it, that's great. And they pushed up at the right time, too, because not that they knew, but CSA was going to go in and try to retake. Union already gets a nice one in there, too.
That was fun. Okay, okay.
Try to get behind this tree.
Fuck this shit, about face.
So true.
What the hell is this? The most intense match of war rights.
Rally here. 5 on.
Shoot up the hill to the south,
Still
boys.
have that fucking unit in the corner.
Oh my god.
Oh my god, they killed him. Yo, French.
That was a jump scare of a face.
Friendlies.
You're not friendly, you're a child.
Maniac.
Follow them here, let them come to us. Let them come to us. You're killing each other, guys. Watch out.
More Union charging in. They're just, I mean, CSA is completely thrown back here. I can't believe that guy, that soldier's face just popped and took up the whole screen for a second.
Second
going, keep going, keep going. Kill them all. Kill them all.
Liam, turn around, they're behind you.
And CSA flags running back. One gets knocked down.
This is mine. Careful, careful, careful. Get that guy. Someone stab him.
Come over.
Don't let him
Come
run
over.
past.
Flag.
Well done. Back it up, back it up, back it up.
So 5-minute despawn timer on that. CSA, yeah, they pushed back their main spawn. You only have one CSA group, or two CSA regiments, it looks like, in the fold. And they are behind the whole Union team. Lee's French Legion and London, Mississippi. I guess Hood's Division here as well. Looks like they have that last CSA flag. Very nice flag. Wow. What a regiment is that? 6 Alabama. Very nice flag. Bet the Army of Northern Virginia is annoyed to be on the Unions. Oh, no. No, they're on CSA. Okay. Hold up. We can just double check what I'm trying to say. Oh, yeah. Army of Northern Virginia is playing 6 Alabama. Okay, that makes sense. The Army of Northern Virginia, they've got the 6 Alabama Regiment. GameBot, at least last I knew, was running that. Great guy. So, CSA team looks like they're pinching, trying to retake the top of the hill, intentional or not. Both flanks of the CSA team charging up. First one's going to be in Union Battery to the east here.
Avanti, Savoia! Viva!
Counter charge, thanks. Counter charge.
Sorry, my bad.
So countercharge by Union gets destroyed there, essentially. Hood's Division there. Lee's French Legion sweeping through opposite side to the western battery position. CSA looks like they're making progress.
Hey, Yankee! Push it on! Forward!
Get up. Come with us. Brace.
City boy!
Home, city boy! Get their fucking flags out.
Alright, CSA making progress on this side. Union still has the point, though. A good amount of regiments down there. CSA flag gets shot down as Union, more of them turned around, and they do end up wiping that eastern push up from Hood's Division, Lee's French Legion, and probably along the Mississippi as well. But that CSA force up top here, starting to push through a little bit. Great arty shot, knocks down 2 flags. Gonna hold down CSA for a little bit.
Oh, hey, it's Matt Cobb. Yankees coming from northwest. Yankees from the northwest. Yankees from the northwest. Yankees from the northwest.
Hold the line.
Nice.
Alright, so out of the end of all of that, CSA is down 1 flag. Union has all, I mean, there's 3 flags right here. I don't know where the 4th is. You do got some 2 core French guys pushing up the hill, trying to wrap around. I think they might be trying to bonsai those flags. 6 Alabama flag gets picked up. A lot of Union moving out of main spawn right now. CSA has some guys moving out of main spawn as well. But down here, 2 core French, they're going balls to the wall here. I like it a lot. Union right now is up a morale stage and a half on tickets right now. And so, if CSA retakes, they're going to regain a morale stage and a half. Union, obviously, if they can hold this for 3 minutes and win the game, that's great. But if they can make this bloody and lose a lot of tickets here to the end of it, so at least CSA can't regain as much, you know, that would be great. Because I think CSA was like halfway through engaged or something like that at the beginning of this counterattack, which would be crazy if CSA regained tickets going out of all this. Nonetheless, we'll see what happens. CSA charging.
Alright, let's go.
1 Union flag leaving already.
Right to the blender, you go.
That was a canister shot.
Stay together.
If they charge us, boys, make a spear while I load.
Spear wall, spear wall, spear wall, spear wall, spear wall, spear wall, spear wall. Hold, hold, hold. I killed.
Oh my god.
Fucking reinforcements are here, boys. Time to die.
Nice already shot. I don't know if that picked up because of the scoreboard. Union reinforcements showing up for main spawn. CSA is starting to take the point back. Union already got to watch it there. That was a close one. CSA's got the ground right now. Union's still in it though.
Go, 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 go. Stop it, go, stop it, go, go. Stop it, go, yo.
Do not let those bastards recap the point.
Oh, go. Red. No one likes you. You're dead. Keep the flags up, gents. Yo, kill this guy. What is this Ramboing thing over here? Hey, guys, just fall up over here.
So CSA is going to retake the point there. They're going to regain a morale stage and a half on tickets right now. And
Just keep them in the open for the RT.
I can look on the VOD here, but that's the wrong video.
Independent fire, gents. Give them that fucking ball.
Oh, CSA's charging. We'll watch that first.
Go, go, fucking move.
I saved your life, my friend. Okay.
Good recognition on Union part there to get the flags out right away. They got them all out.
Take these flags out.
But, I mean, yeah, Union pushes back up. They save all of their flags. Good charge from CSA to push down and that and let Union hold this. So, I was incorrect saying halfway through engaged. It was more like 3/4 of the way to basically a full engage for CSA. So, CSA in the end probably lose 3/4 of a stage out of that counterattack, which in the end is good for the Union side. Now, again, Union tickets, I'm just intrigued because Union got a huge ticket lead when they were up here. They took the CSA ground, they held it, got a huge ticket lead out of that. Now, I wonder if, like I was mentioning before, Nicodemus Hill, Union, it's very difficult for them to take a spot, and they can lose tickets, that ticket trade, but once they take the ground, they'll be great. Again, I almost wonder if this is this map or not, because if it is, it'll be difficult for Union side to at least get a ticket lead when they're not in the CSA defensive positions, which, even though this position they're in right now is a part of that CSA line, they still have to charge through an open area here to get down to the concealment of all the bushes down here, and then CSA up on point, who has the high ground now. So, Union has to charge into a valley. I mean, we'll see what's up. I mean, that charge that just happened a moment ago, Union actually is slightly up tickets from that, which, I mean, when you're up 42% on tickets, yeah, there's a window for that to happen. It's probably going to happen. Yeah, a lot more tickets than that CSA side. Nonetheless, though, it all continues. Union team forming up.
Yeah, and they just look like they were, you know, made by Martha from Oak Street.
You want to push downhill to the south-southeast?
Yeah. You wanna go a bit straight up?
Alright, 1 second. Savage, you want to push southeast and retake
Make
those
sure you
rocks?
got bayonets.
Bayonets going on already.
She can be left face double quick on me, let's go.
Second cover left face double.
Keep there on your star.
Left face.
Double.
Left face, left face, left face. Double back, first up we go. That's it. Pull your. Hey Billy. You back I'm tired. I know it.
So, Union team, a lot of them, at least hitting from the main east side, could be moving out of Maine. Union, though, looks like they're maybe starting to make an operation. CSA is leaving this side wide open. I mean, they see the Union team up here, but they're just leaving this wide open for Union to push up. 2nd U.S. Cav, Colquitt's Brigade, Jenkins Brigade taking advantage.
We gotta seize control of this forest. Keep moving.
Break your reloads on your star. Let's go.
Come up right here, independent fire right in front.
But the Union team now on the flank to see it. I'm shocked CSA's just giving up the center ground. Now I wonder if the Union team up top is going to see this and push in, because it looks like this Union group is going to charge. Which, I mean, might as well with this big of a ticket lead.
Let's go put in. Lion charge, CKB, get in there.
Spam keyboard,
Nicely done,
spam
everybody.
key.
Reform. 9 here.
Fall back.
Line up, right here.
Independent fire towards the fence right there.
Oh wait, I'm Union, I don't have a dig.
This charge won by Union. Still a good amount of CSA New York Volunteers countercharging this.
Fucking coming, you better run. The opposite of running. Now we're here.
Union holds the countercharge. Still some CSA in there. Union up top of the hill did not reinforce that, but in the end, he gets both sides down to taking losses. So, yeah, I'm shocked CSA just gave that center open up. Nonetheless, though, I mean, if you're Union, you don't want to hit CSA to take in losses by the 20-minute mark. So Union, all things doing considered, they're really well on time. It's, oh man, I can't wait to look at the casualties at the end of this. Because Union, was up by a morale stage and a half at some point.
Texas fall back, new line.
I mean, that's just an insane amount of tickets for the CSA to regain. Although, it is just a ticket difference, not necessarily a kill difference, so even though the difference is that large, maybe it's not as bad as maybe you would think.
Once you get full kit, just left face looks out.
Left face looks out. When ready, boys.
I mean, they're looking to make this match a long one, that's for sure. The CSA still not holding the center really aggressively. I mean, who do you got here for Union? You got Hampton's Legion.
Okay, take your checks when loaded.
HL, get on this line, get your kids, say checks when ready, check.
Ennemi sud, hein, ils vont se retirer sud, Dan, fais attention à toi.
Come on HL, let's go.
Ok, effectivement, tirer plein sud.
I mean, there is no reason for Hampton's Legion to just walk on point and early cap it right here. CSA's not on point. Stop the timer. Give yourself more time. It's not like CSA's going to regain tickets again, surely. But it looks like they are going to run the other way. At least Hampton's Legion is. 2 core French are going to hold up. Nope. Edgar Jr. is running out with the flag. Ain't no way. Ain't no way. If that is actually Edgar Jr., that would be awesome. That is so awesome. So, CSA is looking up to push up the center here and retake it. Or at least put a little more pressure there. Union's pushing up Colquitt's Brigade. Looks like they're just going to go straight in for it.
Ready on this line, point it, everybody. Right here. Give it into the
Mur de pique, Alice, mur de pique.
Hunting.
On bouge pas. On va les éclater, Vas-y, laissez-les venir.
Hey, you don't be messing with my French friends.
Oh my god, I've
Don't
been...
mess with my armies. You ain't messing with my army. Hey, oh shit, that's... yeah.
Oh my god, you just got first cut. Oh, you got it now. Oh my
So
god.
Colquitt's Brigade gets wiped there. That's not really surprising. Heavily outnumbered there, but you can appreciate what they're doing. I mean, time is, again, an issue. Time. We can just keep repeating that same point time. Big issue. You know, anyways, the Edgar thing and Edgar Jr., that did remind me, in IVB, there was 2 guys in the regiment who turned out to be father and son. But the problem is they didn't disclose that information for a very long time. They were eventually going to say it, but it was funny. They were father and son. They didn't tell anyone. No one knew. And then what happened is one day someone in the group was just scrolling around YouTube, and they found the 2 people because they've shared their face cams before, so everyone knew what they looked like. But they saw both of them in the same room. And it was like, oh crap, are these guys actually related to each other? And figured that it was so wholesome. It was awesome. You know, that's the way we make war of rights grow. We all make beautiful families and then get the kids to play War of Rights. That's what we do here. That's how War of Rights will be generational. That's, you know, it'll take, you know, probably 30 or 60 years to actually get the game to more than 2 servers populated, but it'll happen.
I mean, we're doing okay on time and on tickets, so we just need to do damage.
So, Union team starting to move out of that open field there. They weren't getting that much of a ticket loss. They did leave a flag here, though, which is a little surprising. Very nice looking flag. Oh, I'll rip the eagle head. Shot right through. Presented to the citizens of Warren County, Ohio. 12th Regiment. Something, OVI. Ohio Volunteer Infantry, USA. Probably would be it. Nice looking flag. Bradley does a really good job with those. Really good. But it looks like Union team's going to try to operate where they originally did at the beginning of this round.
Hey boys, hop to the left, hop to the left.
And I mean, it makes sense. It worked originally for the Union side. Why not try to push it again? And I mean, CSA is pushing up to that left side of the map again. And so it's kind of leaving it open like the beginning of the map. Because, again, you know, this is one round, and so trying to determine if a ticket balance change was good or not can be difficult at times, especially in an event with rules and no Steam chat. Although I say no Steam chat, and that's all War of Rights. But, so I take that back. Nonetheless, if the CSA left side reacts and shifts over here to the right side immediately, then they don't have to worry about anything. But Union now might be able to take this for a second time because CSA is just not here and not shifting.
Get him, boys, get him. Oh, shit.
Defend against the charge. Artillery.
That was a team kill already shot. Oh.
Pick up the flag, we need the flag, stay alive. There's a lot of people that can
the charger guys blew. You fucking ugly bastard.
Well, that charge is wiped pretty quickly thanks to the help of Union artillery there. 2 down flags. That's a big oof for the Union side, who is down on tickets here. Really, for the first noticeable time of the day. Here come the British regulars, 2nd U.S. Cav.
Allez, on bouge.
Tenez, on tient, respirez, c'est rien. Nickel, t'es pas venu pour rien toi. Allez, tenez.
On reste là, restez là, restez là.
Il y a encore un, deux sur la
Ils
gauche.
sont très costés au mur de pique ce soir.
Allez, contre-charge.
Wow. Cow. So Union gets one of their flags out. And actually, it looks like they got both of them out, or they might have despawned because they were out of bounds, because that was on the edge of the boundary. Meanwhile, that CSA left force is flanking through the center of the map right now. And they kill some Union there.
Independent fire. Southeast, southeast, fellas. They're gonna be in the wood line. Southeast, southeast. Southeast into the tree line. Slightly southeast.
Canada, they're requesting 20th move over with them.
13th?
Yes.
Yankees went southeast, small flank.
Roger.
So, man, I don't know if this might be one of the, if CSA pulls this out, which it's looking more and more likely. Wow. I mean, this, again, it's a morale stage and a half lead for the Union side, obviously during the counterattack, but man,
Up and over.
what a flip of a round that'll be if it goes from that to CSA victory.
Gentlemen, well done.
So Union pushes out.
Profile's
Past a
right.
pretty nice property, I do say so myself. You know, I almost think it'd be kind of cool to have a property with like actual like wooden fences. I think about that, but then I'm like, that'd be a lot to maintain and deal with, maybe. I don't know. I can't imagine trying to mow, although you could probably just weed whack. Especially a snake fence. I don't know. It's just, they're so cool. Man, I can't wait to go see Civil War battlefields in 4 months. Less than 4 months now, look at that. So far away, yet so close at the same time. Be here in no time. So, Union team forming up, at least they have, is it their whole team? Nearly their whole team, but yeah, no, their whole team essentially. A little spread out, but they're going to try to hit the CSA right side. Nearly the whole CSA team is on the right side. Getting prepped for it. Now, hopefully we don't see any RD team kills, because that would be really unfortunate, wouldn't it? I mean, for one side it would be, not the other. So Union traveling nearly on the edge of the boundary here. Blue cheese in front. Texas Guards leading the way. Vanguard there. Already hits, and Union's going to push. Although, again, a little spread out here. But nonetheless, will it work? Ah, they're even starting to trickle out into the corn here. Going out of bounds to ensure they have some cover. Again, you got 30 seconds, as do I, to be out of bounds before the game automatically kills you. So not a bad idea from them. See, they're cutting in right before the snake fence continues. Union already hits a nice shot in the distance there. So they're gonna. Oh, what's this arty shot here? I think they landed too short on that canister. Nonetheless, here comes Union. They are so trickled right now. Oh, they're getting shredded. Yep, this is Nicodemus Hill.
No pistols allowed.
Allez, finis l'autre, bien ouais. Ah, il m'a laissé le fourbe.
And Union flags back out. CSAR. Oh, they have reinforcements though. Here comes some more Union. Union flags aren't turning around though. They're continuing to push back.
Keep going. Get the caissons. We have more.
I'm sorry. I can't sprint anymore. This is gay.
I heard.
Let's go. Keep going.
Let's get it.
Union Artie's hitting short. I mean, it's not an easy shot, but man, they're hitting their friendlies more than they are the enemies at this point. They gotta aim up a little higher. Ticket's still fairly even, all things considered, as Union hits breaking, CSA close to follow. And these Union guys are getting domed. Jeez, Arc here from LFL is, you know, he killed a good amount there with his pistol. Union lines in the distance here, holding back, making it a shootout. This will be great for CSA just because Union's so clumped up, but that's kind of what the rules of the event. Crouching too?
Flags stay here.
There's 3 times the amount of tickets if you're crouching. You're in the open anyways.
Maybe we cut right into the artillery?
To the line. Shoot up the logo. You guys go ahead. Just stick together.
No, we can't. We cannot. We can barely hold this position.
Okay, then that's why we didn't move up. That already shot right there.
Check.
Shifty. Send it to the point.
16 on break.
And CSA is almost at breaking.
I fall back.
I mean, CSA will probably pick up on it and respond, though. Union team starting to back off.
Northeast.
Back. What are we doing standing there? Let's go. Fuck off.
Let's wipe that one unit down there. Let's wipe that one unit down there. They're alone.
Ok, messieurs, on va faire un petit rond. Allez, 2 minutes.
Everybody down the hill.
So Union's splitting up into two different... Wow, alright. Hampton's Legion's pushing down this way right now, trying to hit some CSA who are moving.
Give him cover fire, TK southeast, here they come.
Columns 13. They're coming.
Up and over. On that. Up and over.
Auto Blake, mount the fence.
Hello, bushes and corn. They shift to get cover. I mean, kind of almost putting Hampton's Legion there in a crossfire. A lot of the Union team forward back. One flag, two flags still further forward.
Get over the fence, so you can be over the fence.
Yep.
Oh, Savage line.
Move to the tree. Move to the tree line.
Hey, Arkansas,
Go
right
north.
On Howard, heading north, let's go.
Northeast about face, Arkansas.
And at least, well, Hampton's Legion's continuing to push up here. Ah, sorry, it's 2 Corps French.
Friendly.
We're matching.
We're friendly. Hit plus T.
Who can see through the bush?
Dude, press T, stab you guys, man. Press T.
Animaliste, sous nord-est, attention.
Oh, 1v1? Wow, no one wins. TSA are breaking. If Union captures point, they wins, and that's what they're going to have to do at this point. Yeah, they don't have enough time to hit CSA down the last stand unless they're non-stop charging, which charging requires to get up onto the point. I cannot believe how this match has flipped on its head.
Il a toujours ses bonnes raisons.
Je t'achète une touche R, Moblo. Moblo, à gauche de la ligne, s'il te plaît.
Another already shot in the distance there. Hits some Union. Union's starting to make their way to the center. The Georgias and the Alabama German Legion gets pushed off. Rather, they retreat.
Wheel it. On that new line, on that new line. Shoot them as they go.
On a perdu la ligne gauche.
À gauche, dans le champ, c'est nos alliés. Gauche. Allez, on suit le capitaine. Allez, on y va. On suit le capitaine. Cassez au changement. Gauche. Ah, sorry, not for you.
Ah, il y a une ligne qui arrive nord-nord.
Union's trying to chase him down. I mean, if I'm Union, I charge within the next minute or two on point. You don't have a lot of time. That main spawn is very far away.
Focus the flag.
Oh my god.
Holy crap.
Get up, dog, get up.
Greg had already shot.
Okay,
Oh my god. Go, forward.
And from second, Greg, you got.
Shoot him.
New line! Independent fire!
I am scared.
Doesn't matter, boys.
Boys.
Run away flag.
Bonjour du sudiste! Bonjour du sudiste!
Daddy up.
Fucking out friendly.
Hit.
The Union wipes that. They at least secure one side of their flank. Kentucky Outlaws trying to get the flag out. Help to. Rip the team kill.
Sorry, decoy.
Used to apologize. Respect it. It happened. Oh, level 99 too. Close to 100. I wish. Alright. Union's put themselves in a not great spot. It looks like a lot of their team is just dead right now. Yeah, it just looks like a lot of them are dead right now and just trying to spawn in. The Union's going to have one push left. Their main spawn's all the way over there. That's at least 2 minutes out. And so it's just based on them trying to form up right now still and not pushing. They've got time for one more good push. Union's down half morale stage. What a great arty shot.
Get that flag up over there.
I got it. I got it, Dave.
I mean, I know I've been looking at Union a lot, but I'm going to keep doing that. I want to hear what the officers have to say in terms of the strategy here.
3 flat, we should go.
There's like 2 or 3 regiments like keep moving on the forest. Like they were waiting for us just for the, you know.
I mean, you know what you're doing. You'll fix too.
I think that's the EF flag.
Check.
Right.
20 seconds, man. 20 seconds.
The bear's on full kids.
Bands on full 10. 10 seconds.
Oh no, you stand up, flag.
Yeah, stand up
Then
at the flag. Yeah, stand up at the flag.
Numbers are very even. It doesn't feel like it. Alright, here they go. This is it.
Second charge.
And half the team is not moving. Half the team that's over here anyways. Union's so scattered. A lot of guys over here. Union blobs. Why does it feel like Union's just outnumbered right now? They're not. But what the heck? Maybe just a lot of guys are respawning. And the Union charging in so spread out. I guarantee they're trying to get the flag over there, but rough.
Just straight to the point, second. Straight to the point, straight to the point. Go through the enemy. Fuck killing them. Just go through them.
Nice flank there from 13th Georgia. They cleaned up some Union there. Union's forming up in the center there. Some CSA charging in the open field here. Oh, ballsy there from 20th Georgia and AGL.
I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna get you. I'm so close to you. I'm so close.
If they want to do sloppy charges, let's shove it down their goddamn hoop.
Damn, when the hell you go?
Skin him alive.
Place this on the right. Just counter charge this on the right. Just counter charge this on the right.
Return
Backstabbing son of a bitch.
They're on us. They're on us. Flags went up.
Wow, you lost your whole team.
Really good push out from CSA. More starting to do the same.
Pretty.
Unitarians!
Nice.
Come back, brothers.
Nice.
What a match.
Ow.
I mean, that's a 2 morale stage swing from the peak of Union ticket advantage to where we're at now. And that's just absurd. I mean, based on what we're seeing right now, you could definitely argue for more Union tickets on this map. But, I mean, I think this just shows that if the CSA team can at least respond and react to Union push-ups on the flanks of the map, as long as they can do that, then they'll be fine on this map still. If Union can take the ground, especially the high ground over here, and get a hold, CSA is going to lose. So, fascinating round. Really, I mean, both sides had really good chances to win. CSA closes it out in the end, though. Union is like less than a minute and a half, 2 minutes, I think it was, from them just holding for the counterattack and winning. But CSA was able to take it back and outright hold it. Union charges on the extreme CSA left or right side where the Union charges there were not as good as they were before, and CSA had a couple more guys there than before as well, which is certainly going to help out. So, what a round. It's good at least to see there's a way Union can win, but the concern for me, though, is that as long as CSA can react and shift decently to Union moving, then the initial problem of Union taking the ground shouldn't be that much of an issue unless CSA just do a terrible defense or Union do a great charge. Nonetheless, though, thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoy. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe. If you want to support the channel more, go beneath the video, hit the join button. By doing so, you can get a live stream of all the broadcasts we do, an exclusive non-War of Rights broadcast a week. On top of that, if you want to sponsor the broadcast, you can do that on our Patreon. The link to that and all the options with that in the description below. If you're playing in this match, send me a link to your perspective and can put that in the pinned comment of the video. But besides that, appreciate you all. God bless. I hope you enjoyed, and we will see you all in the next one. I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your night. Look at that. The casualties not as bad as I thought they'd be, despite Union having morale stage at half lead. Anyways, goodbye.